Welcome back to another Colts Law Film Room. I'm Lawrence Owen, and today there was multiple choices. I had how poorly the offensive line could have looked. I could have went with, the Daniel Jones. Could have went with how bad the running game was. But instead, I decided to be an optimist and look at something that was very positive in this game, and that was the Indianapolis Colts defense and how they looked with the return of a competent cornerback in Jalen Jones off IR. Now, this defense looks very different when they have competent cornerback play. Hopefully Charvarius Ward comes back soon, and we are going to break this down. But before I do, I've got to remind everybody, please smash that like button, hit subscribe if you're not subscribed, tag that notification bell so that you are notified next time we go live or upload a video, and please share this to your favorite social media. Now, let's get to it. Dialing up pressure is an art, is an absolute art, because first off, you have to sell what you're not doing. You can't let the offense and the pass protection know what you are doing. And if you watch, as a man comes in motion, right, they start switching up. Looks like man coverage, right? They're moving a guy over, so the coverage guy moves over with him. And then you get another one. Now, keep an eye on Zaire Franklin here, because he's going to move with this tight end, right? He's moving with that tight end. Now, beautiful timing by Zaire Franklin on this play. Expecting the ball to be snapped as the tight end comes behind the quarterback, right? Which is exactly what happens. Exactly, but Zaire burst through that hole. Now, great job. Great job by the running back to pick up Zaire Franklin, but it's too late. Zaire's already in the backfield, right in the face of Aaron Rodgers. And as you can see, this is not, everybody is got their heads back looking at Aaron Rodgers. They're in zone. Not only did they sell the fact they were in man, not only did they, Zaire did not tip his hat that he was blitzing, but they also got the pressure on him. And because of that, this throw is not off his back foot, falling backwards by Aaron Rodgers. Zaire, of course, gets a hand up to try to adjust that ball even more. Now, had Aaron Rodgers been able to have his feet under him and have a full throwing motion, this ball in this zone coverage, as you can see these guys coming across, they're wide open. They are absolutely wide open. This is a completion all day, every day by Aaron Rodgers under normal circumstances. But because he's under pressure and falling backwards, this ball is just out of reach off the fingertips of the receiver and falls incomplete. That was absolutely fantastic sell by the defense, playing zone but looking like their man, and Zaire not tipping the hat that he was blitzing until he knew for sure that that ball was about to be snapped. Jalen Jones finally coming back from IR since he went to IR at the beginning of the Week 1 game. Never even played a defensive snap. He went to IR off special teams. This is a game where absolutely, he's out there. Mike Tomlin, Aaron Rodgers, they weren't going to let this opportunity slip. They were going to test Jalen Jones. And as you can see right at the top of the screen, you got one-on-one, an island right here between Jalen Jones and DK Metcalf, their best receiver, right? A big physical specimen who is incredibly fast, right? Against Jalen Jones, just coming off IR. They're absolutely going to test the waters on this. Jalen Jones is having none of it. Let's take a look at this play. It's just a really quick slant pattern here, hoping to get a little bit of yak yardage, right? That's exactly what this is. Now remember, they're at the 39. The pass is completed, right? Wow, a 3-yard completion, and Jalen Jones immediately hits him. Now, that was good enough to make sure that somebody else could get there. Now it's a 4, 5, 6-yard completion. Still, great job by Jalen Jones closing, making sure there wasn't a whole bunch of yak yards, and, allowing his teammates to swarm and help. Great job by Jalen Jones. Leatu Latu has absolutely came on as the season progressed for the 2025 NFL season. So far in this game, he had 2.5 sacks to go along with 3 tackles for loss. Yes, that was definitely a breakout game for Leatu Latu. Let's keep an eye on him right here on the outside edge as he's going up against the left tackle because, first off, fakes outside, then speed to power, and then watch what he does here. He just pushes him out and goes inside. Not even really a swim, just pushes him out of the way inside for immediate pressure. Rodgers feels it immediately. Gallimore unable to get to him, but Leatu Latu definitely does. Wow, what a fantastic job. And let's watch this right from the get. Watch how quickly he gets to Aaron Rodgers. This is massive. Look at that. Vroom. Wow. And we're seeing more and more of this as the season progresses. Now, obviously, you can't get that kind of instantaneous pressure every down, which is why you need good cornerback play to help in situations where you can't. Now, as we both remember, there was that muffed punt, right? The muffed punt by the Pittsburgh Steelers, and not a good situation. The Steelers get the ball to start inside the Colts' 10-yard line. Oh my goodness. And the Colts forced a 4 and out. What? Are you kidding me? What? They got a turnover on downs? Why? Because not only were they able to play the run, they were able to play the pass. Well, keep an eye right here. Just watch all these guys as this ball is snapped. Whew. Now, he's getting ready to throw the football. You can see the edges on this side is getting ready to collapse on him. Rodgers has to throw the ball. Who do you throw the ball to? Who are you throwing the ball to? Tight coverage. Covered over and under. Tight coverage. Where are you throwing it? Well, Rodgers is going to try to throw this ball right across the middle here. Great play by Kenny Moore, knocking that ball out, making sure that doesn't happen. Whew, that is fantastic coverage, especially that close to the end zone. Great job by the entire pass defense in that situation with their backs against the wall to force a turnover on downs. Now, that didn't happen until the very next play, but still, it happened. Now, yes, they have Aaron Rodgers. Yes, they have DK Metcalf. They've got Darnell Washington. They've got Pat Freiermuth, so that they can pass the football if needed. But their bread and butter, this Steelers' bread and butter on offense is running the football. And the Indianapolis Colts absolutely dominated the line of scrimmage in this game, in the run game, and in the pass game. And there's nothing they could do about it. All right? Look, this is a team, they only gave up less than 2 yards a carry to the Steelers. Over 20 rushes, less than 40 yards gained on the ground. Holy cow. And as I said earlier, right, Leatu Latu had a couple tackles for loss, but he wasn't the only one. He wasn't the only one that had lots of tackles for losses in this game. There was multiple people, right, that have had tackles for losses in this game. But really, it all starts with your defensive tackles. And the Indianapolis Colts have one of the best duos at defensive tackle that any team could possibly ask for in Grover Stewart and DeForest Buckner. All right, this is going to be a nice little trap right here. Let's watch this play as it happens. Bam, immediately, double team, right on our defensive tackles. All right, that's where the double teams are, on our defensive tackles. Guess who makes this stop at the line of scrimmage? Guess who makes this stop? Both the defensive tackles get through the double team. Watch this. This is nasty. Look at DeForest. Splits the guys. Watch Grover. Oh, this is nasty. DeForest gets right through there. Bam, wrap up. Grover now, right there. As we saw, the double team came off Grover to hit Pratt because, he was coming. Couldn't allow him there. But there's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to run here. DeForest grabs the ankles, and Grover hits him up high, and Warren has nowhere to go. Zero. He just runs into a wall. An absolute wall. Great job by our defensive tackles and the run game, just showing no mercy and not allowing a single thing to happen on the ground against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Play recognition is so important in the NFL, especially on defense. Recognizing what's going on at the time it's happening, okay? Realizing, hey, this is going to happen, and if I do what I'm supposed to do, then the play that they're going to attempt is going to be a big play. Watch Leatu Latu on this play. This is veteran stuff. This is absolute veteran play recognition by Leatu Latu. Watch as the tight end goes in motion. And he cuts back inside for outside leverage, right? But closer. So he can get in there. Now, his eyes are in the backfield. Ball snap. He's right there. He sees. He's looking for the play action. He's dead on. Holding his edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you got another guy. So this is a blitz. This is an absolute blitz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys going in. This is an absolute blitz. A screen should absolutely 100% work against a single high blitz. But watch Leatu Latu keep his... he's just watching, following, watching the running back, seeing, noticing, hey, these linemen are kicking out and letting guys go in. Oh, I got to keep an eye on the running back. This is a running back screen. He watches. Ball's thrown, sheds the block, and then, bam! Nowhere. That is elite in every sense of the word, from play recognition to following through, shutting the block, and getting in the backfield to make a tackle on a play that should be a huge gain in the screen game when you're rushing 6 with single high. And Leatu Latu says, nah, not today. Now, remember that very first play that I showed you earlier where Zaire hid everything, didn't show that he was blitzing in, shot through the backfield and got pressure on Aaron Rodgers and forced a bad pass? Well, this time, keep an eye on Pratt. Very similar look right here as the tight end is coming through motion. Looks like he's back here. Let's watch this play. Holy crap. Pratt timing it beautifully. Absolutely beautifully. And instead, that's just nasty, guys. That's just the timing. The ball snap. He's just now taking off. Aaron Rodgers, the running back, ain't even out of his stance yet. Okay? The running back's not out of his stance, and Pratt is in full go. Burst right through the offensive. The offensive line's like, was that the flash? Was that a blue and white flash just went by us? What? Running back barely has time to get the toss before Pratt's like, hi. Big time tackle for loss. Oh my goodness, that was just nasty. Dude, this won't make a highlight reel, but it absolutely should. All right, here's my final clip. The defense has been playing absolutely lights out all game. Okay, all game. No quit. Near the end of the game, Colts are down big. Defense has got to come up with some kind of a turnover to give the offense any chance at all. Absolute zero quit in this offense. And the Steelers are trying to just run the clock out. All right? That's all they want to do. And the running game is not going anywhere, as I've already established, less than 2 yards a carry. So what are they going to do? They're going to go, try real quick outs to wide receivers here as we keep an eye. Jalen Jones versus the outside receiver, right? Let's watch this play as it develops. This is unreal. All right, here comes the quick blitz pressure. This is a smart move. It's a good play. All right, if 10 can make a play here against Jalen Jones, it's a first down. He's got lots of room out here, right? Out here outside the numbers. All he's got to do is get by Jalen. Jalen comes in and gets outside leverage. Beautifully done by Jalen to get outside leverage, keep him inside, right? That way Kenny Moore, right here, has him on the inside. He's not going very far. Jalen does a fantastic job. Just go straight for the legs as the receiver tries to jump over. But he's got legs. He's not going anywhere. Beautiful job by him as Kenny Moore reaches in with that ball and just taps it right out. Just taps that football right out while he's in midair. That is a fantastic combo play by Jalen Jones and Kenny Moore, getting the ball out and getting that turnover for the Colts offense to give them any kind of shot at all at winning this game. That right there, I believe, is going to be my final clip. By the way, Jalen Jones against DK Metcalf had a fantastic day. Only gave up 2 catches to him for, I don't know, like 6-8 yards maybe, total. Did an absolute fantastic, not just in the run game, but in tackling and pass coverage. He's absolutely been a dog, and that helped this defense out a ton. All right. And as you've seen right there, he had his hand in helping create a turnover when the Colts absolutely needed it. Thanks for watching. I'm Lawrence Owen. This is Colts Law, going over the defensive film room for the Indianapolis Colts against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Don't forget, smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you're not subscribed. Tag the notification bell so that you are notified next time I go live or upload a video. And please share this to your favorite social media. And until next time, as usual, have a good one.